Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. What day is it today? Woo woo! It is Hump Day, Wednesday, July 7th, and here is a look at a watch list. Now, the watch list, it's kind of funny. Seeing a lot of the same names come up over and over and over, and we're going to go over why that's happening. So I don't want you to think that I'm just lazy and take the same list and keep moving it from day to day. It's just there's a lot on the list, and they're kind of the same names because everything's kind of moving up. But we'll get into that here in a minute. I have the Russell 2000 futures chart up here, and the reason is Russell 2000 is definitely the one that is lagging. Now it did come down. It actually closed just a little bit below the 50 on the futures chart here. And now making a move, very small move here this morning, trying to get back up over that 50. That 50 has been a really good area to watch, even though we may spend a few days below it. You can see, in the past here, we really worked pretty hard and end up coming back up above it. But the 50 is really important to watch. If we give up the 50 again, I would look for a little bit more move like this, maybe. But we will see. Right as of right now, everything is moving to the green side. Not a lot. The Dow's up like 37. S&P's up just a few. But the NASDAQ is actually up about just over 0.5% here at 82. So technology. I don't know what else to say. Technology is really leading the way here. Here's the S&P futures. You can see that they are just continuing to cruise on up. We have a triple top. No, we've not put in a new high yet today. It looks like we're about to, though. But look at the Qs. Again, and I know this is the futures chart. I really like to look at the futures chart. It doesn't have all the gaps, right? Because it's futures, so it's always trading. But I like that it doesn't have the gap. Kind of smooths things out. And you can see here we've made another new high again this morning in the futures. The Dow lagging a little bit as well, not as much as the Russell, but the Dow is lagging but pushing back up nicely. We pushed back up above the 8 yesterday. So anyway, across the charts, as of right now, if you pull up those weekly candles, we're looking pretty good. Yesterday during the day, we did experience this, okay? So we opened up and we just did this backslide, right? Caught some support and then pushed our way right back up to end up pretty darn close to where we started. Not, a little bit off, but pretty darn close to where we started. So that was a lot of work to end up back in the same place yesterday. So just keep an eye. As I said, yesterday we opened up and then continued down. We want to see if we continue to hold an upward momentum. And, that's a good reason maybe to wait a few minutes on getting into a chart if you intend to swing it. So let's hop on over to look at a few charts. Let's start in that tech sector. These are the same names you've seen over and over and over. And I can't tell you, just wow, look at Apple here charging on up. I think this is a great day trader as long as we keep this momentum going. I like it over the 142 area. Right now it's sitting at 143. Next resistance, the 145.09. You can see that right here. It's that high that we had not all that long ago, but look at this. That'll be a new all-time high here if we push past that 145.09. Just can't argue with that that candle order is just really beautiful. Strong tech is really what's been keeping us strong here. Amazon, first day, Andrew Jassy at the helm, and it was a resounding, huge support in Amazon. Apparently they really like him. Of course, he's been there a long time, so it makes sense. But look at that, right up above the trend line, Amazon continuing, and that is what's pulling our Qs up so nicely. An area that I would like to take a look at here that I think we should keep an eye on and maybe make a little list of just these names. These are names that will be affected and have made moves on ransomware attacks. So there is, I think just over the weekend we had something like 1,500 ransomware attack. 1,500 companies were affected by ransomware, and it's not just big names. It's not just banks. It's everything from medical offices, insurance companies, all of these things. So these are the names that I would keep on watch as we fight ransomware. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. PAN-W, Palo Alto, beautiful move up. I didn't see any options on this, but look at that, right up to the trend line, looking for a break through that here today. So PAN-W, Crowd, I do like this one. I put out yesterday. I really liked it at the 260. So the 820, 260, I still like the 820, 260, or you can bump it up a little bit if you want. Net, right? Look at this, just beautiful move. Took a nice little break, pushed on up. We talked about that one yesterday as well. FTFT, not really doing much there. VRNS is another one. Look at that beautiful move coming up out of resistance. So those are just a few names for ransomware to watch. Netflix, let's go over here now to earnings season coming right back up. Netflix, look at this beautiful flow that we have going in here. We have a little bit more room to fill the gap. That gap will be filled at 546.30. But they have earnings coming up, so a move into earnings. Netflix doing very well, and Roku right on its heels here, had a really nice move, a little bit of a break, and did put in a nice little reversal candle yesterday. So keep an eye on both of those. Chewy, I know several are in Chewy already with Nate. Beautiful bullish candle yesterday. A little bit of increased volume. It was over this trend line that I like Chewy. So I will be looking at Chewy here today, and I'm going to be watching the 820.90s. So totally different setup than what Nate's playing, but awesome trade. I really like it. Peloton hit our list yesterday. Nice move up over the 200. Took a little break. Looking for, I actually like this. Anything over today's high, watch the resistance at that 127. We need to move up above that that resistance. Talked about Square yesterday, coming up to this trend line. Anything over 249.65, I like Square. So Peloton was the 820 130. Square, the 820 250s. Zoom just zooming right along here. I like Zoom for the 410s, 820 410s. Cleared out this. All of this is just volume. We've cleared out all of that volume. Lots of room here now to continue on up. Really like the look in that. Smartsheet. This one, I totally missed all of this move. I don't know why I never saw it on the 820 cross, or as it came over the 200 or the 50. But beautiful move up. Took a nice little rest here. Now cleared up over all of this resistance. Has a little bit of a gap here left to fill. That gap will fill at 77.83. Nice move in Smartsheet. Did not see any. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The 820.70s are the ones I like on there. They can be kind of spready, so watch out for that. Datadog still on my list. It's been on my list quite a few times. Came up over this volume shelf that we had left. Anything over yesterday's close, I like Datadog. The 917, 115 in that. Etsy popped up on the list here. Nice little reversal here in Etsy. Bounced the 8, pushing back up. Etsy, I would take a look at those 210s, 820 210s. Nike continuing on. Check that out. That's more of just of a look. I'm not trading that, but wow, beautiful. And Docu continuing on. Nice move up, settled back in. Lots of room, I think, in this one. I like DocuSigns. We'll keep an eye and see if that sets up. Abbott Labs. Keeping an eye. This came up on a couple of scans here. Has earnings coming up. I'm going to keep an eye on this. This as far as the drug companies. Moderna. Nice reversal working yesterday. Came right up to a trend line. Watch for that one to continue as well. And I think that might be. Oh, and PayPal. If you're watching Square, sorry. If you're watching Square, you should also always check out PayPal. I like both of those. They kind of trade there. They do trade very similarly here. And look at that. Using the trend line. Anything up over 294.45 there in PayPal. All right, that is it for me today. Again, there's a lot more that came up on the list, so just kind of pulling a few out. I know it's a lot of information being thrown at you here. Watch for continuation in the charts. Watch for any move that, like yesterday, maybe where we go ahead and then just sell right at the beginning. But as of right now, looking pretty okay. We have Fed notes minutes being released later today. But with all the indexes moving green here, even if it's just a little bit, crude oil is up and gold's up. So kind of everything just continuing that melt up here. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Heather C at givingtreetrading.com if you want to come join us. Would love to work some trades with you. Have a great day.